for you to start this run with you?
I typically don't talk about the number of games left or future opponents. I just felt like this was the opportune time. You guys were all asking about it the other day. They look at the schedule, they know what's ahead, so I just felt like this was a time to say, guys, we got 8 regular season games left against 8 NCAA opponents. You know, like these teams are all playing in the NCAAs, and then that leads into the ACC tournament, leads into the postseason. So the reality is, from here on out, we got to play. There's no excuse. You can't show up slow. You can't fall behind and think you're just gonna, swing your way back into it. And we got to play from the first inning on. And I thought our focus was great. Our energy was great. I think it showed. We made 4 outstanding plays tonight. Those are one play. Lyman's catch is unbelievable, but McKay's play, Harrison's play, Ellis's play. Great defense tonight, and that kept them from putting together some rallies.
Josh said this was a good win because this is a team that you could see in the region. You feel that way?
No doubt, and they've been sent to our regional. We've been matched up with them. That team is geared for the postseason now. They've got plenty of pitching. You didn't see any of their weekend arms. You don't see their closer. That team is geared for a regional. They're a little young in a few spots. They got a guy in the DL right now. But like the next opponent we're going to play and the next 3 opponents, these are NCAA teams. So starts on the mound. We got a quality start from Raven Martin, his first start of the year. As they start a guy their first start of the year, and then our bullpen did what our bullpen's been doing. So it was a really clean effort tonight all the way around, pitching, defense, and then Josh got the huge hit. That was a 2-out rally with nobody on. And again, Devin Mann we talked about a lot this week, but man in Stores, a 6 and 8 hole, that's huge to have that type of thump in the lineup at that point.
Talk about, I think, 4 or 5 hits in the first 3 innings and 2 outs. How big? You keep saying that. In a regional game, that's what's going to come down to.
Yeah, it's all about 2-out hits. Who's gonna get the 2-out RBI? And not only did we get that rally with Josh, but we got the 2-out hit by Colby. After Harrison got the leadoff double. So those 2-out RBIs are huge for you, and they really hurt for the opponent because they know they're one pitch from getting off the field. And we've been able to do that all year. I'm very pleased with this group. They don't give up with 2 outs. They don't feel sorry for themselves. They grind out an inning and they make you earn those 3 outs.
I think building up an early run pushing really helps the guys kind of free their minds and make those strong defensive plays.
I think everybody loves to play with a few run lead. I think with our bullpen and our confidence, it definitely helps us. But I would hope we're going to play like that if we're down 3 or 4. I hope that's the challenge. If you're going to be a ball player, if you're going to be a big leaguer, you got to make those plays when you're losing by 4 runs. So the kids know I talk about that all the time and be professional. But it was fun for me just to watch and see the great plays we made tonight defensively.
Is it almost, Josh said it's almost not really a competition, but it's like, okay, who can make the next really good defensive play? Because it seems like everybody has had one in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, we've had a lot of highlight films. I've been teasing Garrett, man, we better have a couple plays on the top 10 tonight because you got a few to choose from. So we had one bad game in the outfield last week, and we put together a little outfield highlight video, and we showed it to the only to the outfielders. And don't lose that swagger about you, don't lose that edge. And we feel we have the best outfield in the country with our 4 outfielders: Stores, Lyman, Taylor, and Summers. And they've been showing it. They've been showing it for the last week.
You got a night where Devin or Drew and Brendan really don't do much at the plate. You're still able to beat a Vanderbilt squad by 4 runs.
Yeah, we talk about the depth throughout the lineup, 1 through 9, and you got Josh Stores in your 8 hole. Last year we had Drew Ellis down at that bottom. It's take some of the pressure off because pitchers are going to gear up for your top guys. You're going to gear up for the older guys, the All-American type guys, and so you got to grind it out 1 through 9. And as we talked about in the postseason or against these type of opponents, really good teams, somebody's got to give you more production. You can't just be McKay and Ellis. For the most part, we've been getting that all year, especially the last month. Man in Stores have really been